truth always reveals itself.
This is the newest addition to Naraka Bladepoint's roster, and her name is Shayol. Her incredibly unique moveset brings some interesting situations to a fight, and in today's video, we'll be going beyond the basics with Shayol to help you further your understanding of the character, whether you want to improve your own Shayol gameplay, or find effective ways to deal with an enemy Shayol. Alright, let's get into her abilities, starting with her first skill, Shield Bash. Shield Bash is a defensive ability that can be used while being attacked and pushes enemies far away. When used on the ground, she will slam the ground, but when used while in the air, she will slam the shield against the sky, I guess? On the ground, you can't guarantee any extra hits, but sometimes you can when you use it in the air. Shield Bash does minimal damage and essentially just resets the fight to neutral. Next is her second skill, Shield Bash Rush. It's an offensive move that can be used to extend combos, but generally speaking doesn't provide quite enough value to be worth taking over a defensive ability, since it will be very hard to TOD with Shield Bash Rush, considering its situational extensions. The easiest way to combo with it is by canceling the ability after the first hit, guaranteeing an uppercut on all weapons. The other way to combo with it is to use it after an uppercut. I'll show some combos I've come up with to get you started. Outside of combos, Rush is extremely telegraphed and easy to counter by simply jumping over it, grappling the ground, and double jumping again. It does have a 16-second base cooldown, but Shayol is punished for landing the attack with an extra 5 seconds of cooldown. Now let's look at her ultimates, Justicier's Guard. Shayol's first ultimate allows her to negate damage on any incoming attacks that would stagger her, giving her 2 seconds to activate the ultimate's ability, a dodgeable line move that does incredibly high damage. Any attacks that would not stagger Shayol will not activate Tortoise Block. Additional attacks on the same block refresh the 2-second timer. She has 3 stacks of block that are consumed only when a new block state is initiated. Not all attacks can be blocked, and I'll leave a link in the description to a great video by Honey Badger that breaks down all the character interactions with Shayol. Even though the Black Tortoise Guard only lasts 2 seconds, there is a grace period shortly after where you can still fire the ability if you don't move, even though the block already ended. While your ultimate charge gauge is glowing gold like this, you can still fire the ability. However, an attack on Shayol during this extra window will consume a new stack of block. You can also dodge during the extra window after block with a brief opportunity to still fire the ability. You can interrupt the block state by jumping, crouching, or dodging. Dodging before the end of Tortoise Guard and not moving leaves Shayol with a long opportunity to use the ability after the block has ended. This is how to get the maximum delay timing. A mindful opponent may trigger the block to bait Shayol into wasting her charge by jumping over her ability. This is where delaying the attack comes in handy, as oftentimes players will not expect the ability so long after the block is ended. Finally, we have Shayol's second ultimate, Pursuit. You can tell if a Shayol is using second ultimate by observing whether or not you get a marked symbol above your character once she initiates her block on you. If you do get marked, this means she's using second ultimate and can activate the ability again to teleport to the marked target, unleashing a medium damage attack. If used on a grounded, standing enemy, they will be knocked back, but when used on an airborne or laying enemy, they will be knocked up, and it can be followed up on in a few different ways. Shayol has about 15 seconds to use her teleport. However, a stack of block will be consumed after each new block state is initiated, regardless of if she's teleported or not. If faced with multiple targets, only one can be marked at a time, and it will be the first one to hit into her block per stack. If one player triggers her block and the block ends, the next player to hit Shayol will switch the mark to themselves, and she will miss out on the opportunity to use the teleport attack for the first stack of block. Understanding her abilities in depth is key to making this character both easier to use and easier to deal with. Shayol's ultimate is moderately high priority. This means in a team fight, her ultimate can be key to negating big damage from other ultimates and can deliver substantial damage to multiple enemies at a time. When on a team with Shayol, it's important to be observant of when she's using her ultimate. Attacks made on an enemy during Shayol's first ultimate can interrupt the attack on that enemy if they're displaced far enough from the impact point. The stagger from Shayol's chain attack is long enough to guarantee hits after the recovery as well. In team modes, Shayol should generally prefer first ultimate, but in solos, you may see either one. If you found this video helpful, please consider joining the channel as a member to support me making content into the future. Also hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel, and sharing this video with a friend who may benefit from it. I hope you enjoyed this video, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next one.
Dude. The other one's full healing.
Justice has
Nice. That guy doesn't know you're